everyone! Today's tutorial will be an oil pastel tutorial and we will be drawing a bunch of these cute little food items that you can use to decorate your stationery or even create stickers. For today's tutorial, I'm going to be using the Buttery Oil Pastels Brush pack and the butter canvas that is included in the pack. Everything will be linked below. Today I don't have a sketch, so we're just going to do it freehand. And I'm just going to select a light beigey color and drop it in the canvas like this. When you drop it in, you'll be able to see all of the marks. That's kind of like the oil pastel texture. And we will be using the creamy pastel brush. The first item that we will be drawing is a strawberry shortcake, so I'm going to select a complete white for the frosting. And to make it completely white, you just pull both sides like this, 0 and 100%. And then I'm just going to start just coloring like this, making a triangle shape, and you can just follow along. Once you fill this in, you can just start to add a bit more like this. So this is like the middle of the cake. Once you're done with that, you'll want to select a very light yellow and fill this area in. So this is the cake. And then you can grab a caramel color and just fill this area in. It's like the burnt area of the cake. Just to let everyone know, I will be making up the color palette as I make this tutorial, so you'll be able to download it later on. But I just won't be showing the colors here. Now you'll want to use the Rusk Pastel Brush. And I'm going to just kind of use it here along this cake area, just kind of lightly brush it like that to make some texture. And now I'm just going to select a very light blue, almost like a white, and then just use this brush here and there along the frosting, just to add some details. And then you'll select a red and use the creamy pastel brush again to make a strawberry. You can use multiple shades of red. So use the darker red on the bottom of the strawberry and then use a lighter pink on the top of the strawberry. And then you can add some strawberries in the middle here. I'm going to add 3 strawberries. After that, I'm going to select the Rusk Pastel Brush and select a lighter red or a pink and just add a bit more to the strawberry there. And then you can choose to add a bit more texture on the top of the frosting. Now we're going to create a pizza. So again, using the creamy pastel brush, I'm creating a triangle shape and filling it in. Afterwards, you're going to take the Rusk Pastel Brush and using a complete white, you're going to just add a bit of cheese. So this is supposed to be mozzarella cheese. And this pizza is, I guess you can call it a marinara pizza, if that's correct. Anyways, after that, you're going to add a bit more toppings. So I'm just going to add a bit of red for the tomato. I guess it's kind of like an orangey red. And then grab a slightly more orangey color and just going to add to that. As you can see, I'm building the color palette right now. And adding more red You can also add some yellows, an orangey yellow, and then you'll want to grab a green for the basil. Just a leaf here and there. And then using the creamy pastel brush, we're going to grab a light beige and just draw a line underneath here. It's the crust. Using the same color, we're going to just color the crust area now. Just like that. And then you'll want to grab the soft blender and blend that out a bit. And then you can continue to add different shades of brown to the crust area so that it looks like it's well cooked. And that's basically it. Let's move on to the next item. We're going to use the Rusk Pastel Brush for this. And using a reddish brown, I'm just going to draw a shape, like a bread shape. So the top is kind of round and the bottom will be a rectangle, I guess. This is going to be a chocolate marble bread, so there's going to be a lot of colors and swirls. Once you're done with the crust, you can select this light beigey color and fill in the entire bread area, I guess the inside of the bread. You don't have to fill it in completely, but as much as you can. And then you'll use a slightly darker brown and then make some swirls like this. And then you'll select a white and make swirls again randomly. And then you can make random swirls using a very dark brown like this. And that's basically it. Using the exact same drawing method that I just showed you, I created 2 more items. So there's a toasted bread with a bit of cream cheese and then a cup of coffee. Because there are no clipping masks, it is pretty easy to do, and I hope you enjoy this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.